What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be talking a little bit about inter-abdominal pressure. So you might have heard us reference this in some of our other videos. You're wondering exactly what it is. Maybe you've never heard this term before. Oftentimes you might hear this as bracing or Kegels, but inter-abdominal pressure is what we're going to refer to as the distension of the diaphragm muscle and the pelvic floor, creating an airtight canister 360 degrees around to basically be able to support our spine with our movement. So a couple ways that we can practice this is just by respirating. We're going to want to feel the expansion into our lower belly and even into our hip creases without much movement from our chest or our shoulders. You should not see much chest or shoulder movement until you're really, really tired or your secondary respiratory muscles have kicked in. So you've kind of hit this point of exertion, the brain kicks on the secondary respiratory muscles and asks for just a little bit of help. It's not proper to be able to breathe with your shoulders all day long. Okay, you're going to decrease your function and you're going to end up with other deficits throughout. So what you can do here is just place your hands kind of in the low belly, and then I've got my fingers kind of wrapped around below kind of my bottom rib in the back. So from here, I'm just taking deep breaths, not trying to hold my breath or anything like that. I'm not sucking in. On my inhale, my belly is getting pushed out 360 degrees around. So into my thumbs in the back, I can feel that. So if I turn around, I'll kind of show you here. You can kind of see my fingers here in my back and in the flank areas. So when I take a deep breath in, you can kind of see that expand. If I didn't have my shirt on, you wouldn't want to see any kind of crevices or indentations. You'd want to see kind of a nice cylindrical shape throughout my torso and abdomen. Now, another way that you can do this is from a DNS first position. So almost kind of like a child's pose, but you're going to bring the elbows in close. And then from here, you're just going to focus on breathing deep, almost kind of like breathing through your groin. But I should feel my abdomen kind of pressing into the tops of my thighs. And then I should feel my flanks and my back kind of expanding. This can also be a very relieving position for somebody with low back pain. Just breathing into that low back here often helps decompress the spine, especially if you've got hypertonic erectors or you've been breathing in kind of a poor function. The next way that we can do this, and kind of our ultimate goal, is going to be coming onto our back into our 3-month supine position. This is basically the baby. They're laying on the changing table, kicking, or whatever. So from here, we got 90 degrees here, 90 degrees here. My low back is flat against the floor. And from here, I'm just breathing. I can put my hands deep into my hip crease and kind of feel the expansion there, expanding into the floor. And again, kind of breathing through my groin, breathing down with no movement up here. So that would kind of be the last check. Once we've mastered all of that, then we can kind of take this onto the floor, into our exercises, into our activities in sport. So starting from scratch, that is kind of how it would progress, and then eventually you'd see a return to play or the ability to take this concept and transfer it into the athletic field or weight room. So that's inter-abdominal pressure. Hopefully that clarifies any questions you may have had. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, share this with a friend.